21 times a month. Damn, do you know what I'm talking about? If you do, gentlemen, why don't you drop me one of these? If you don't know what I'm referring to, stick around to a little bit later in the video.
No.
Come on, what? How could you do that to me?
I'm working.
So today's video, I want to go over a few specific things that we do on a daily basis that are actually bad for our bodies and bad for our health. And unfortunately, a lot of us, including myself, continue to do them because it's easy to fall into some bad habits. Today, I want to help you break them so that you can kick more ass. If you're ready, gentlemen, now is the time for you to drop me one of those. Chewing ice. Now, is it really that bad? Your teeth are freaking strong, right? Well, they are strong, super strong, but so is ice. Now, I am a huge ice chewer, right? But then last time I went to the dentist, he's like, hey, do you by any chance chew ice? I'm like, yeah. He goes, well, you're actually starting to get some fine cracks and some issues with your enamel. I said, my enamel? What are you talking about? And then he actually explained that when you actually chew ice on a regular basis, you can actually damage the enamel. And the problem with damaging the enamel, which is the outer coating of your teeth that is like super hard and strong that prevents you from getting like cavities and all sorts of issues, is that when you actually damage the enamel through chewing ice, you actually now are allowing some room for bacteria, not to mention like germs, to get down into those cracks, causing and increasing the likelihood of you getting cavities or tooth decay. Number two, literally. All right, so let me see if I can explain this and not move my hands. I'm kidding, I've got underwear on. All right, so here's the deal. All right, if you are somebody that sits for a long period of time on the toilet when you're dropping a deuce, you are actually increasing the likelihood of you developing hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids are a bitch. Not only do they hurt, they're embarrassing, they're kind of like itchy, they can be like not so sexy. And what happens if you're somebody that regularly like likes hanging out like on the pod, just like surfing their phone or looking at whatever, just hanging out or doing something we're going to talk about in a minute that you need to do 21 times a month. The longer you sit, the longer you hang out, the longer you strain, the more pressure you're actually putting on that little rosebud. And that poor little rosebud's like, yo, Brian, get your ass up, do your business and leave, which is what you should do. Now, if you're somebody who hangs out and surfs on the internet or looks at your phone, you gotta cut it out. Now, one tip I will give you is don't bring your phone in the bathroom. Now, if you are somebody that has to sit and strain for a long time in order to go, you definitely need to deal with that issue, all right? Constipation is not something that is good. It's also not something that you should have to deal with. Number three, earbuds are potentially effing you up big time, and there are few specific reasons why. These are actually a little bit dangerous. These bad boys are filthy. When's the last time you actually sanitized your earbud or AirPods? Exactly, like never, right? And that's the problem. Because you are continually jamming these bad boys in your ear, you're increasing the likelihood and risk of you getting some type of infection in your ear. The problem is that a lot of earbuds fit so like snugly in your ear that when you put them in repeatedly, you're actually pushing the wax deeper into your ear, increasing the likelihood of you developing wax buildup or even earwax impaction. Which is why it's critical that on a regular basis you are cleaning the wax out of your ear. Now, how are you gonna do that? A Q-tip, right? Well, that's actually number four. A Q-tip? What's wrong with the Q-tip? Well, actually, let me explain what's wrong with the Q-tip. These bad boys cause a ton of injuries each and every year because people don't use them properly. The other downside to a Q-tip is, once again, you're just pushing, right, this little cotton swab like inside your ear, hoping to get something, hoping to clean your ear, when the truth is you can't actually see what you're doing, which is one of the problems. Now you're like, yo, if I don't use a Q-tip, what else is out there? The Spade by Axelglade. I've talked about this product before. I've been using it for over a year now, and this is honestly game-changing grooming tech, all right? As you can see on the end, there's a little light, there's a little camera in there, and that little, actually, let me show you. So here's how it works. You download the Spade app, open it up, connect your Spade to your wireless network, and then you are ready for action. Oh my God, this is the coolest thing. You find something and you drag it out. This is the coolest and grossest thing I've ever talked about ever on this channel. This is the coolest thing ever. Like seriously, it's so incredibly satisfying to use. Anyway, guys, there is a little bit of a learning curve, right? The first time you get this, you put it in your ear, it takes a little bit of time, like literally like 5 minutes to kind of get the hang of it. But once you do, it is incredibly fun. It's also the most safe and effective way to actually clean your ears. When you're finished using, then just put the cap on and put it in its little cool, sexy charging station. Now, the other thing about this charging station, inside, it comes with a bunch of other attachments, right? So you've got different tools. Also, if you live with somebody and you want them to be able to use it, you can always give them their own personal attachment. If you haven't checked out the Spade, now is the time, because there's a special link down below. Right now, they're running a fall sale that's giving you like 22% off, but if you go through our special link and use our code, you're gonna get an additional 10%, which means you're gonna get the Spade for 32% off. Bottom line, if you are currently using Q-tips to clean your ear, I should say jam wax like deeper into your ear, you gotta toss that bad boy and hit that link down below and grab a Spade by Axoglade. This is literally a grooming game changer. Not only is it a lot of fun to use, it's the safest way to stick something in your ear to actually clean it. You need to be able to see what you're actually doing. Plus, it's just really cool, a little gross, but definitely amazing. Now, I gotta warn you, the first time you actually look in your ear after using Q-tips for years, it's a little bit alarming, but that's the reason why you need the Spade by Axoglade, so that you can effectively and safely remove the wax, the buildup, the gunk that's actually stuck and left behind in your ear. Guys, hit the link down below, grab a Spade by Axoglade. Like I said, for a limited time, and while supplies last, if you go through our link, you're gonna get an additional 10% off, which means you're getting this bad boy for 32% off. Check it out. My ears look pretty good now. Looks like I got pretty much everything out. Number 5 is working. Let me explain. So here's the thing. Unfortunately, you know, you're working super hard, which is awesome. Congratulations, I'm proud of you. Unfortunately, one of the downsides of working all the time is that it puts our neck at an unnatural angle. Most of us do not have our laptop or computer up high enough so that we are sitting at the appropriate position, but our neck and head is also at the appropriate position. Combine that with our phones? Are you kidding me? All day, our head is buried in our phone, looking down, right? Surfing and scrolling. When the truth is, this is actually putting your cervical vertebrae at risk for all sorts of problems. There's a phenomenon called nerd neck, essentially, is what they're calling it now. And that is a painful condition that is caused by people that are looking down way too much. How are you gonna fix it? Well, you really need to be mindful and conscious of your body position and posture. When you are looking at your phone, instead of looking down, bring it up a bit more, right? Surf up here. It's a little bit less natural feeling, but you get used to it. Now, in terms of your laptop, if you are sitting with it on your lap, this is a bad situation for 2 different reasons. Number 1, your neck, right? Wrong position. It's down. It needs to be up. The other problem is that all of the radiation that comes from the computer can actually damage Big Al and the twins. I'm talking sperm annihilation. And so what I'd recommend is get it off your lap. Set it on a desk, elevate it so that you're looking straight, or sell these thin little testicle protecting pads. Do a search for it on Amazon. See what you find. All right, it goes there, laptop, boom, right on top, and now this pad is actually preventing Big Al and the twins from getting annihilated from the radiation. But it's not just your laptop, it's also your cell phone, because think about it, right, where you store it. Woo, right there. What is the proximity between radiation producing and the twins? Exactly, it's right there. And so what I recommend, boom, take it out, back pocket, action. Speaking of action, woo, yeah, mama, come and get it. No, I'm kidding. All right, am I? Or am I? All right, so now let's talk about the 6th thing that is potentially damaging your prostate, and that is not releasing the hounds 21 times a month. If there was ever a study that I could personally get behind, gentlemen, it would be this one. Basically, scientists studied all sorts of dudes, right? From the age of like 18 to 40, followed them all over the place, right? And what they found is that over time, they have concluded that if you take care of business and release the hounds 21 times a month, it's going to reduce your risk of prostate cancer by 30%. Hey, honey.
Hi, honey.
You want to help me prevent me from getting cancer? There's an interesting study that showed that men that actually like take care of business 21 times a month reduce the rate of prostate cancer by like 30%.
21 times a month?
21!
Oh, we got big problems.
Come on, you want to help? Well,
No.
Come on, what? How could you do that to me?
I'm working right now.
Gentlemen, we'll take care of this later. What you will take care of now, hopefully, is dropping me one of these for this amazing video. We love you more. Actually, I love you more than I love you more than my wife.
Today, right?
You suck. I gotta take matters into my own hands. That's what I'm talking about. You get it? Get it? Take it into my hands.
I get it.
Okay,
Oh my
okay.
God, it's so funny. It is so funny.
It's funny. I'm funny. Gentlemen. You're the only one that loves me. See you tomorrow. Bye.